Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, apart from being the seat of power, is filled with beautiful scenery, wonderful architectural masterpieces, bustling city center, and of course, the headquarters of many organizations and government establishments. However, Abuja can be a nightmare if you're trying to find affordable housing in the metropolis, as the rent is often exorbitant. It gets more frustrating with the discovery that several structures built for residential and sometimes business occupancy are vacant due to unrealistically expensive rent that most people living and working in Abuja cannot afford, which leads them to seek affordable accommodation in the outskirts. This has been the case for many years, until recently when the authorities began to work on revoking these properties with a view of having the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) commence investigation into the ownership of these unoccupied houses in the FCT. The Federal Capital Territory Administration disclosed that at least 600 unoccupied buildings have been discovered in Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. Many of the unoccupied buildings have been identified in Gwarimpa, Wuse, Garki, Maitama, Asokoro, and Apo. The FCTA says the increase in the number of unoccupied buildings in the city has contributed to the housing deficit, which now hovers around 1.7 million to 2 million affordable houses in Abuja. On this account, the director of the FCT Development Control Department, Mukhtar Galadima, said his agency is making plans to take over such properties in the city. He also said the ICPC will soon commence investigations into the ownership of unoccupied houses in the Federal Capital Territory. Meanwhile, reports say the United Nations has advised the Nigerian government to impose taxes on vacant houses across the nation. Many are hopeful that these measures, when implemented, will ameliorate the problem of housing and exorbitant rent in the FCT. Roots TV, Nigeria.